In life, it's all about the story you tell yourself, about yourself, when nobody's listening. I'm going to tell you a story. 5-6 years ago, I saw a man on the television. His name is Nick Vujicic. He is born with no arms, no legs, and also no limits, in the outbacks of Australia. And he told me a story how he became, in 24 hours, one of the most asked speakers in the world. And I thought, wait a minute, I've got that kind of story. I thought back about my story. My story, how everything was going well in Holland. Everything was going smooth. I had a good relationship, work, sports, training, coaching. I was doing amazing. Till one day, I woke up in Australia, not knowing where I was, already for 7 weeks in an isolation cell, locked up, 24/7 suicide watch. How? That's that story, that incredible story. But there is always, and I found a sign that says sometimes there is no next time, no second chance, no timeouts. Sometimes it's now or never. And that moment came for me in that isolation cell, on the ground. That guard who was already watching me for so long, 7 weeks, he couldn't understand it. But he became my miracle. You can always wait for a miracle, but he gave me that miracle. And what did he do? He put this small paper under the door with a small pencil. And he asked me, Frank, please, I know you don't want to live anymore. You have enough. But please help me to understand what's going on with you. Try to write down what you're thinking about, where you are today and now. What's going on in you, in Frank? And I don't know why, but I started to write and write and write. 13 pages. Those 13 pages would save my life. Because the next morning, he gave those pages to the psychiatrist who was trying to help me. And that psychiatrist said, oh my God, this is a man with a brilliant mind. Can you see the difference? Locked up, 24/7 suicide watch. Don't want to live anymore, don't want to talk anymore. To a man with a brilliant mind. That guard saved my life that night. Of course, it took me still a long time to come back because they had to adjust my medication. They have to do a lot of talking. And if I say a lot of talking, there was a lot of talking. But I came back. I came back to this world because somebody saw something in me that I didn't see for a long time. And now I want to be that paper for somebody else who is living in a prison with the door wide open, as so many people do. Because 80% of the people will say in the end of their life, why didn't I live that life I saw in front of me? That story you tell yourself about yourself when nobody's listening. And that's why I made those 13 pages the heart of my book, Trapped in a Dream, Never Lose Your Drive. Because I want everybody to go to the best chapters of their life. And I wanted to do something back for the people who saw those things in me when I couldn't connect the dots anymore. That's why they call me now the dream driver, because I want to bring everybody back to that dream that belongs to you. I want you to show that that dream is still possible if you believe in that dream, if you believe in you. You can be the gift you were always meant to be if you get out of that prison, because your door is wide open.